What's going on, everyone, and welcome back to Stoic Context. Today we are going to react to another Kevin Samuels video. Make sure you guys like and subscribe, but I'm going to save my commentary for the end of the video, so stay tuned for that. Let's get into it.
Hello. Hi. What's your first name?
Marsha.
Marsha. What you got for me?
Yes, well, I know that you were telling people to dial in if they were in major cities. Well, I'm from a major city. I'm from Washington, D.C., and I live in Las Vegas. So I'm just a young woman that's dialing in, trying to, get some guidance.
What do you have on the topic?
On the topic as far as
modern women want the world.
Modern women wanting the world. I definitely, I'm more of on the side, I guess, on the men's side of things. And just, I know you were telling women to tap in when they were, if they're being modern, but I feel like just that attitude has definitely left us in a deficit. And being that I do have a brand, and I have actually a brand that says Black Men, I Love You, right? And I used to be married years ago.
How old are you?
34.
All right. So let's talk about the subject. So you're in agreement that modern, okay. Because I'm trying to stay on the subject.
Oh, yes. I believe that, modern women do want a lot of things, or that have left us in a deficit to where,
So why are you no longer married?
Well, actually, my husband, my ex-husband, he wasn't in agreement. We're both very young. I was married in my 20s. I was in the military for 7 years coming up. So I just felt like when I was in the military, I wanted to start my business.
Do you want to remarry?
Yes, I do.
Do you have any children?
I have a son. He's 7.
Okay. Do you want any more children?
Yes.
And you're how old?
34.
How many more kids would you like?
2 more.
Okay. So at 34, are you seeing anybody seriously?
No. I've been working, I guess, a lot on the business, which I feel like I
know you have the business, but I don't want to talk about business promotion right here. If you want to promote the business,
no. I'm just saying.
But what I'm saying is ultimately, here's the thing: you're talking like a modern woman. Everything is business. But I'm getting down to the life. You've been married, you're divorced. You got a 7-year-old, and you say you like to be married again, and 2 kids. I could care less about the business. How you gonna get the husband and the kids?
That's exactly what I'm on. Like, I'm hating that it's always about that and wanting to get back.
Well, you get to choose.
Exactly. And I definitely choose marriage and a family and a husband.
All right. Well, here's the thing. If that's the case, then I shouldn't have to struggle so much to keep you to talk about it.
Yes, sir.
I have to ask you 3 times about relationship, and it's all your business, your brand. I don't care about. I care about this. Go to man.
Totally.
No, where is he?
Well, no. Like I was saying earlier, I'm not necessarily dating anybody.
Okay. So pragmatic question.
When
do you think you're going to start dating somebody if your end goal is to get married and have 2 more kids at 34? You only got so much time.
That's exactly. I know that I definitely go out, try to do dating, but just trying to find someone where you're not even looking for someone on your level, but just looking for something that meshes.
What do you mean on your level?
Well, I'm not one of those. I know that a lot of people or women I hear on here saying about men being on their level, and it's really just about somebody that you can build and maintain something with. That's what I'm, more looking towards, not necessarily.
But when was the last time you dated, though?
I've dated a couple of months ago, but nothing too serious. Just kind of.
How long you been divorced?
Been divorced about 4 or 5 years now.
So I got to use this as an avatar. Far too many times, Black women, you want something. You ain't had a relationship in 4 or 5 years. Your mid-30s. Say you want to be married with kids, and ain't no man nowhere in sight. You're not dating seriously. So what's supposed to happen? You're supposed to find a lad's lamp and rub and get a wish? I mean, at what point does the man become the priority?
That's definitely that's what even you'll see men, but even knowing that you don't want to necessarily, like you're saying, you want to pick and make sure you do it right because you've already done it once. No. Okay.
Where's your dad?
My father, both my parents are still together. They live in Alabama.
Oh, and they were married?
Yes, they're still married. They've been married for 35 years.
All right. Then how'd they get it done and you didn't?
Well, I tried the first time.
But I
You
get
tried.
it, but it didn't work.
Exactly.
Okay. But it's been 3 or 4 years and you ain't had no man and ain't no man on the table.
Oh my
Okay,
gosh.
let's just be honest. A man is not a priority. You saying you want this, but you're not moving like it's a priority.
I'm really, yeah, just trying to find that balance to really making that the priority now that
What do you mean find the balance? It's called a kid, and unless you are independently wealthy, how you plan on getting to the end of life? Trying to make it lighter. I mean, kind of keep it light, man. But
hmm that's why I was saying I'm not here to advertise, but I do definitely do
I
very
didn't say
well
about
with
advertising.
business.
This is what I think.
Yeah, I think I do well
Have
with
you?
business.
Okay,
hmm
okay. Have you ever sat down with a professional counselor?
As far as just emotional, or you mean
Yeah,
like the
mental.
I've definitely sat down with in the military. Yes, I've done counseling for many of years throughout the years, just to maintain your a balance
Okay,
within
but
the
okay, all right. But what about for relationship in your mindset?
relationship. Only when I told you I was married before, so we did some sort of relationship counseling.
All
Then I
right.
did some.
So that's for a crisis.
Mm-hmm.
I'm talking to a 34-year-old woman with how old is your child? 7.
7.
How to make that if you're going to look to get married again, you're looking for a stepfather.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Then you have to understand what the kind of man you wants from a woman, how your child is going to become an asset to that man. And at 34, you should be this should be your priority, especially if you're talking about having kids. Because
Mm-hmm.
time will run. Yes. And this is the problem. So many people just let you women talk. And you get on here and you're going talk, 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 and all this is just stuff. Because there is a clock. It's called your womb. At 40, 35, it becomes geriatric pregnancy. If you talk to your OBGYN, at what age does he no longer recommend at what age do they no longer recommend you trying to carry a child? You need to ask
Going.
that question.
Mm-hmm. Heading
Because
into.
these are things that see a lot of times women just talk aspirationally, but there are some very practical things as far as a clock. Um, you want 2 more kids. Do you want to have to work to pay significant bills after you're pregnant?
I don't mind that. No,
Do you want to have to work to pay significant bills after you're pregnant?
I can. Yes.
Do you want to have to work? Yeah, I get
Yes,
it.
I will have to work as
Okay,
they
what
come.
percentage of if you were married with 3 children, what percentage of the household financial responsibility would you want to have to be responsible for a lifetime? What percentage out of 100%? What percentage of the overall household family bills would you want to be responsible for? That's everything. Retirement too.
I'll say 40. Let's do that.
But is that true?
Yes, I'm definitely very much
Okay, what state do you live in?
right now I live in Las Vegas. I'm from Washington, D.C.
Okay, where would you like to live ultimately?
I'm possibly moving to relocate to either Atlanta or Charlotte just because of other things I was
Atlanta ain't
discussing.
the place to come find a husband. I'm telling you. So
So even
and
well,
how much would it cost to raise a family of 4 in a middle class lifestyle to have just basic stuff, decent home, access to nice schools, be able to pay for college? How much would you need as a household income?
you said a family of 4,
5.
5, family of 5.
Yeah. 2
I
adults,
was
3 kids.
about 300,000 or so, 300, 400,000 between the 2 families or between the 2 parties.
No,
About.
closer to 350. Closer to
Mm-hmm,
350. So let's just go ahead and do the math.
mm-hmm.
So that means you plan on making $140,000 a year for the rest of your life.
More.
Okay, that would be your portion.
Hmm.
What percentage of women make that kind of income in this country?
I'm not sure at this moment of what percentage.
Less
Probably
than
not.
4%. So how? So what profession or high income skills do you have that will make $140,000 or more annually?
Well, as of now, I am a designer that does clear that. So,
Okay, I'm asking a designer.
well, if I continue, I plan to continue that
Okay,
job as moving and expanding on that career.
what
So,
kind of designer? Is it clothing? What?
I do clothing designing and manufacturing. So I manufacture different apparels and things of that nature.
Okay,
And I have a large Black business here and there.
okay.
Yes.
So now that's for you and one kid, though, right?
Hmm.
How many hours are you working?
Per week, well, since I set my own
Yeah,
hours, I try to keep it down to around 25 or so hours a week, as in the position that I have. And then I have a staff that I manage as well.
you work 20 hours and you make in excess of $140,000.
So,
Optimistic projections. Um, I'm just going with. I'm just optimistic projections. But then
but
where you
that's
gonna listen
like,
though? But no. Where you gonna get the man that's making the 210 though?
not too sure. That's the whole thing. That's like, okay, well, like you said, putting yourself out there, just trying to be in different environments, but trying to see, since I have been new to Vegas, like where, trying to stay pick it and make sure you're doing the
But
right
you haven't
things.
done anything.
I've been out and doing certain things, but
Okay,
I
man,
don't know,
ladies,
you know.
ladies, understand something. I went through this
Mhm.
example because I need you to understand how women think versus men think.
Yes, sir.
What percentage of men make $200,000 or more?
I know that it's smaller than the other numbers you were discussing,
What
so maybe
percentage of
five.
men make $200,000 or more?
I would say probably 5%, four.
And what do men with that kind of income tend to do? What do men with that kind of income tend to want from a woman?
Other things you were discussing as far as just
What
fun,
now?
substantive.
What kind of give me no, don't not what I'm asking. What do you think,
Hmm. Oh, what I've also thought those same things. Like I said, I've been married before
ma'am?
and
Ma'am,
get married.
I'm not asking
Mhm.
about that. We're asking about no.
Okay,
You keep going.
I
See,
understand.
at 34 years old, man, you've just shown you're not really thinking about this man. I've asked you a very specific question. You go back to your past
Hmm.
and you jump around. You don't have an answer
Okay. Well, I
because
guess
I've
I would.
asked you twice. Third time,
Okay.
what do
Well,
these kind of men want from a woman?
yeah. Well, I would think that they would want someone that's able to be that you can talk to, that you can converse with, that you can hear
Cooperation.
fun. Yeah, that we can call.
Cooperation,
Yeah,
cooperation, and men who are earning that kind of money tend not to want to have a woman with a kid.
I understand.
They tend not to want that. They tend to want to start their own family. And at what age do men typically make that kind of money?
I would say late 30s or so, early 40s,
Men, no, 45 to 55. Are you looking to marry a man that's about 50 years old?
early 40s,
Are you
possibly.
looking to marry a man who's in 45 to 55? See, these are things you ladies can't change.
I understand that. I'm
So
open to.
you want so again, your man, the kind of man you would be looking for from an income standpoint, is a $200,000 plus a year earner. He'd have to be wanting to accept someone else's child. And how many hours a week do you think men who earn that kind of money are working?
Um, Substantial,
How many hours a week do you think those men are working?
possibly 40 plus.
Talking about 80,
Hmm.
60 to 80 hours a week.
Yep,
So, ma'am, you don't know these men. You don't know them. You don't know where they go. You don't know where they hang. You don't even know what their lifestyle is. Men earn that kind of money 45 to 55. But because you live in an atypical world that's allowed you to make the kind of money you're talking about making with on few hours, you just think like, you seem to think like, that it's easy or that's common. And here's the thing: it comes down to numbers. If they're working 70, 60 to 80 hours plus a week, two kids, two more kids, Who gonna raise those kids?
Me.
Then how you gonna run the business?
Well, that's what I'm. No, it's like it's people for that, because I'm trying to be an owner, not a runner any longer. That's what I was saying, transitioning to that lifestyle of family. So
Everything has to work perfectly in your world, man, in order for that to come off. That means your business needs to continue to grow year over year. You need to hire the right staff. You need to just be able to print money in your business. All right. But these kind of men don't want women like that. Men that make that kind of money tend to want traditional family values housewives. And you're not that,
yeah, I
right?
definitely understand.
Huh?
Mhm. I said I definitely understand.
So, do you want a husband and more kids, or do you want to be a modern woman?
Husband and more kids.
Well, then, ma'am, when are you going to start making that
Metamorphosis. Definitely very soon. I definitely, you've given me some
Well,
great
I'm just
points.
gonna be honest, man. I mean, because you seem like a very you present very bohemian. You got the tattoos on the chest. I don't know many men who make that kind of money who are gonna marry many women that are very artsy and expressive like that. I'm gonna be honest.
I got you.
I mean,
Hmm.
no disrespect, but did your ex husband make that kind of money?
We were both in the service together
Did
at
your
that
ex
time.
husband make that kind of money? That's a yes or no
No, sir.
answer.
No, sir.
Exactly. So see, I simply ask the simple questions that you ladies talk about.
Hmm.
And you say you're not like a lot of these women. They want everything, but you came on here and you still, you're saying it a different way, but you want the world too. You want the same thing that you don't look. See, the thing is, a woman like yourself, listen to a woman like I just had on, and you'll think y'all are different. And you're different in your approach, but the outcome is very similar. You want an unrealistic lifestyle that most people don't have. You want it after 30 years old, and you want it with another man's child. And the thing is, you can do your part, but there needs to be a man. And a man is sitting back saying, if I'm a $200,000 a year earner and I'm 45 to 55, you still want him to be younger. That means he's going to be older, 45 to 55. And what does he want? And that's the question I kept asking. And unfortunately, I didn't have answers to. But that's why I wanted to show this as an example that it doesn't matter. You don't have to be rude about it. But man, you want a very narrow, very, very narrow high end lifestyle. And that is not realistic. Why not just marry an average guy making
Hmm.
average money? Average black man makes $42,000 a year. Why can't you marry somebody like that?
There's nothing wrong with that either.
But you couldn't.
That's
But you couldn't. But if you want those kind of kids, see
Yeah.
that's a different line.
I was just going with the numbers you were saying prior, but I'm
But
open.
but but the thing is, that would be. But you couldn't have that lifestyle. That's what I'm
Exactly.
saying. You see, your lifestyle is if your son is 7 and you're 34, you can live pretty good. But if you're talking about 2 more kids and a husband, you're gonna be carrying 80% of the bills.
Mhm.
Your personal lifestyle is gonna decrease.
I
But
gotcha. I get
to
it.
offset, that's just the math of it. He can't make $210,000. So if he's making so that's a different kind of car. That's a different kind of neighborhood. That's a different kind of meal. You know. So I mean, are you really cool with decreasing your lifestyle by 80%? Your
um,
standard of living, your life. Think about what I'm saying now.
I
I'm talking
definitely.
about everything.
Hmm.
Are you good at decreasing your lifestyle about 60 to 80%?
Hmm. I'm definitely, like I said before about the military, I'm not trying to go back, but just I know how to,
Lifestyle.
I know how to change lifestyles. I've come to
All
this
right,
lifestyle.
all
There's
right,
nothing.
all right. So that means you could be the
Hmm.
feminine, supportive woman to a man, and you're
Yes,
the majority breadwinner.
possibly.
Not there. You go. Thank you. Possibly. No,
Or
not
say I'm
possible.
even being open to those possibilities.
Yeah,
It's like I'm open. I've made.
that's why I say therapy is really good because, ma'am,
Mm-hmm.
I think that that's something that's nice to say, but if you got a car and he has a car, you know, if you drive a BMW, is he gonna get a BMW or does he have to get a Honda Civic?
Oh no, you have to. As far as like, you
No, no,
have
no,
to
no,
be.
no, no. I'm asking if you get a Beamer, does he have to have a Honda Civic,
No,
or do you both get the same kind of car?
same kind of car.
Even though you paying the majority of the family bills with your income.
Or you get both things. I don't even necessarily have to have a BMW. It
Okay.
could be both to where
But
we're
what I'm
substantially
saying is,
more
what I'm
comfortable.
trying to show is that when you actually bring a human being into this equation, it becomes less about theory and more about practicality. And you got to really start imagining a person with wants, needs, and desires sitting there. And I think this is why so many women end up going by themselves because you really don't think about the man that's there.
Mm,
It's a theory. And at 34, you got to start moving differently than you did at 20.
definitely.
I appreciate you calling in, though. It was a good back and forth.
Thank you so
Thank you,
much,
man.
Kevin.
You have a good one now. Bye bye.
Man, shout out to Kevin. But just getting on the topic, now we have to speak about it. All right, let's just get into it. Kevin gave her a solid and very practical advice. But there are going to be some things that she just simply can't overcome. All right. That's the damn LeBron James chest tat from left to the right shoulder is going to be a turnoff for a lot of men. Like that's just the truth. And she's looking for a man making like what 200 over $200,000 a month, 150 to $200,000. I'm not a month, sorry, a year. She wants a man making 150 to 200K a year. A man making that kind of money is going to want something for that. And if you come in looking like Tiana Taylor mixed with Goro from Mortal Kombat, it's gonna be hard to pull a man like that. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. She really does look like Goro from Mortal Kombat with the little bun on top. But yeah, let's take things more seriously. I mean, again, this woman is going to be asking for a lot versus what she brings to the table may not really be that appealing to a man. She's coming in with chest tattoos, right? Coming in with a shaved head, with a bun at the top, long nails, sounding like she smoked 100 menthols every hour. Like menthol is literally coursing through her veins and her bloodstream. And she's talking rough. She was very nice, but again, when you see some of these traits come up, you got to think about it. If you were a man making 210 or whatever she wants a year, are you really going to pick that? And then we haven't even gotten to the fact that this woman does come to the table with a child. The one benefit we can give her is she was actually married before. So we'll give her some type of credit for actually being married before. But in terms of actually being what a productive, competitive, successful man is going to be looking for, she doesn't fit that. Chest tattoos, menthols coursing through her veins and coming out through the voice, projecting out through the voice. You got the Goro bun on the top, the little Tiana Taylor remix going on. It's just going to be really hard to sell that. And then this laughing and lip smacking. Oh, man. The lip smacking killed me because, like, imagine you're talking with a woman like this, or even bringing her around other people, and the lip smacking is just continuous after everything, and then the unnecessary laughter in every situation. One thing I will say is she wasn't rude, and I don't know why we have to give credit for that, but yeah, she was not rude. I will give her that. She wasn't a rude guest. She didn't come here trying to be overbearing. But one, she is masculine, and it will have to be attended to. Two, this business, she has to stop making it about her life. Because it almost seemed like she came in to just promote the business. Everything was the business, the business, the business. My business, my job. It's like she was consumed by it, like she was on the grounds 24/7. No one works 24/7 at any job they do or any business they run. You need some type of downtime. So already, where will the focus be for a man if she's really pretty much worried about herself and her business? But I want to know what you guys think. So please, in the comment section down below, leave your thoughts and opinions. Make sure you guys subscribe, like the video, turn on post notifications so you will be alerted when we upload more videos just like this one. Go over to Kevin Samuel's channel, go support, go watch his videos. Let's keep the Godfather's name alive. All right. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.